At Zakia
Okay.
K2Q said
Why
you're
would there be
mute.
no sound? I tested the sound. I
At
tested
Thomas
everything.
W1Z said never thought I'd see the day Optimus Prime would be on house arrest.
Let's see if I got the sound
At
back.
Marguerite Mitchell
Hopefully.
1829 said no sound.
I'm trying to get the sound back. YouTube.
At AlfDog316 asks
You.
where's the audio?
I'm trying to get to it. Let's see.
At Joni BC said hi Sarah and DA.
I'm trying to see. Well, I'm trying to see. All right. Let's see.
At Fandude
There we go.
said
Now I can hear it.
Pete.
Yep, there we go. There we go. I got the sound back now.
Z said I can't hear anything.
All right, we got sound. What a day.
At
What?
Thesleia
Like, geez Louise.
1576 said sounds like those old fluorescent lights, but louder, lol.
Yeah. That was. No, you guys heard that? That's not
At
good.
But
at least that's a
2354 said saluting face emoji.
saluting.
Joni.
All right, let's see what's going on here. I'm getting messages from people.
At Sarah Cam 7808 said hey Joni.
They can hear me now. That's good. Oh, this is a good
At
start.
Marguerite Mitchell
Let me fire off the
1829
official
said, "Ears
start.
good vibes." At Abby Sager said what the hell?
Welcome to the Blind Surfer Show.
At Sarah Cam 7808 said hey devil's advocate.
Okay, starting again. I did
At
a whole
Joni
monologue
BC
there.
said, just happened to catch this.
Yeah, Jody, what's going on?
At Marguerite Mitchell
Hello, everybody.
1829 said buzz.
Buzz. Yeah, God, I feel bad
At
you guys had to hear that.
316 said ouch.
Ouch. Great. Sorry. Now I
At
buzzed
Abby
everybody.
Sager said what the helly.
I know. I'm sorry. You guys are
At
hearing the buzz that
Zakia
happened a couple
K2Q
minutes
said
ago.
my HERSSD.
Okay, so
At Thesleia 1576 said we can hear you.
That's
just
good.
not well.
not well. Well, hopefully you can hear. Yeah,
At Fandude
I tested it. You can
said,
hear
"Here
me.
we go."
Yeah, there we go. I just tested.
At
I could
Abby
hear me.
Sager said finally.
Finally. I know. You're all sitting there watching me just
At
mouth
Sarah
things
Cam
for no reason.
7808 said fine now.
Yeah, Sarah says fine now. I believe her. All right,
At
so
Devil's.Advocate
Devil's Advocate.
2354 said we were entering the Twilight
we
Zone.
were entering the
LOL.
Twilight Zone. All right, I'm going to mute those for a second. I'll
At
tell you what's
Thesleia
going on.
1576 said it's fixed now.
Yay! So what happened was this little box over here. Let's see if I can show it to you. That button. This thing right here. It's a Tascam Mixcast 4, and 1 out of 100 times, and they'll tell you this. It says it right on their website. For no reason, it'll stop outputting audio. But here's the thing. I can hear the audio in my headphones, so I don't know, but it stops outputting it through USB to the whatever the heck that's called, the computer. Sorry, I just spaced out because I'm not entirely sure if I actually turned on the phone system. Why am I here? Why is anybody here? Let's see if I got the right thing going. I can put the phone number there if anybody wants to call. Oh God, it's early. And why am I here? I decided to hop on today because I had plans. I guess nobody heard me in the beginning. I had plans. I was going to go out. I was going to go surfing. I've been doing all sorts of rehab. I was going to go into the water. Nisha and I had plans, and then I was going to go out on Sunday. But here's what happens. Sorry, I'm mildly preoccupied because I'm not entirely sure if I set up the phone system. I'm going to do a test. I'm going to call myself. Dial 760-517-6844. Let's see if I can call myself. Says it's doing it. That's the phone number. It is. I mean, I tested that, but then again, I tested a lot of things. Oh yeah, it's working. Ready? I can talk to myself. Hello, self.
Hello, self.
All right, I'm hanging up on self. Just want to make sure that was working. Yeah, maybe nobody wants to dial the phone this early. So, it's not a big deal. I'm kind of kidding around. I'm always kidding around. You guys know I'm always kidding around. I'm not actually going to go to jail. I wouldn't go to jail. No one would arrest me. So because stuff happened in the news today, I was literally told by many, many, many of my employers, don't go anywhere. Poor Banana. I feel bad for Banana because she's the one, it's my job. But voice acting is a very, they say, especially when you work in news and sports, that availability is the best ability. I mean, you've also got to be a reasonably talented voice actor, but just being there is super important. And anytime something big happens in the news. So Saturday morning, I had plans. Nisha was going to come pick me up. We were going to go surfing. There wasn't a lot of waves out there, but I was excited to continue rehabbing my shoulder and getting into the water. I get an email at 3:30 or 4:30 in the morning. I forget. And because I have to be on call 24/7, this is my daytime Apple Watch that talks to me very loud. It'll tell me the 10:23 a.m. It'll tell me the time out loud. But I have one that I sleep with, and I keep it super, super quiet at a volume of like 1 out of 100. And so I feel it vibrate in the middle of the night, and I keep it at 1 so I don't wake up Banana. And I roll over, and I tap the button, and it says something to the effect of, we went to war, get up. And that's my life. No, I'm not complaining. I'm very thankful to be employed, to be doing voiceover work. But that's what happens when big news breaks. I have to be in the studio. I remember in the beginning when I was getting very popular voice acting and I was doing a lot of work in the news space.
Benwood just followed.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. When I was
Dory, Sal, said I haven't seen your content in years.
Well, why is that? Why haven't you seen my content in
At
years?
Abby Sager said MWA MWA.
MWA. Oh, that's
Joshua
a kiss. I
Metz
think I
just
got
followed.
mwah. I think I got a kiss.
Colton Warner Productions just followed.
Thank you for the follows. I appreciate the follows. But
Malachi
it's not telling me
just
what.
followed.
There's a lot of follows. It's not telling me what platform that's on though. I wonder.
At Avi Sager said, "What did you do?"
What did I do? Hold on. I'm curious
At
now.
Sarah Cam 7808 said Pete loves us and can't stay away.
Exactly. Well, that's a big part of it.
Damn 1234 DG just followed.
There's a lot of follows going on. That's
Easton Blanchard
super
just
appreciated.
followed.
I was told that something new was
At Joni
supposed to
BC
happen
said I agree.
when
DA.
people followed. I heard.
Nude chicken is just wrong.
I was told that like Skylar popped
Lipple
up on the
said
screen.
hello.
Except obviously I can't see that, so I don't know. But
At Creme
let's see, 1, 2,
4070
3,
asks,
4.
can the board shorts be pink?
Can the board shorts be pink? I mean, what am I wearing board
At
shorts
Devil's
now? I think these are
Advocate
regular shorts.
2354 said deep thoughts with Pete.
Deep thoughts with Pete.
Why am I here?
Why am I here?
LOL.
I'm good enough.
At Sarah
I'm
Kim
smart enough,
7808
and gosh darn it,
asks, how was
people
the
like
wedding
me.
speech?
I am working. See, I love the fact that the text to speech reads things out loud, but it's also mildly distracting. Like I'm trying to get my thoughts together, and all that stuff is going on at the same time, so it's a little hard to keep my thoughts together. I am very close to having the wedding speech nailed down. It's going to be, I got a month still, but yeah, the non-chat GPT wedding speech, Josh and Danny asked me to be their officiant. But I was saying when I very first got into voice acting and I started getting really popular, meaning that I was on call all the time, I used to surf with an iPhone strapped. I used to have, I had a smaller one. I used to keep it strapped to my left arm while I was surfing because the notifications from the watch, like I couldn't feel that thing vibrating when I was surfing, and if something happened in the world and news broke or a big sporting event, like news from that thing happened, man, my fly is down again every time I go to do the show. And you guys always, at the very end of the show, I get up and I walk away and I walk towards that camera over there. I walk towards that camera over there. And every time I do it, at the very end, everybody's like, your fly was down. Before I sit down, I'm going to be sitting here for like an hour or more. I take a leak. And then for some reason, I get all excited to come in here. I forget to zip up my pants. Like literally like every time. I got to start checking that. So yeah, I would surf with the damn iPhone strapped to my left arm, because if one of my clients was trying to get in touch with me, I told them like call and keep calling until you hear back from me. So my phone would be out there, I'd be in the lineup with surfers, and my phone would be like ring ring, like I'd set it to like max loud and everything. And if I was in the middle of catching a wave, or if I was paddling, it would be kind of hard to hear. But if you're just sitting out there beyond the breakers and all of a sudden the phone starts ringing really loud, the other surfer's like, who's the a-hole that brought their phone out with them? But yeah, there were times, especially in the first like 2 or 3 years when we were doing this channel, 2020 and 2021, when there was all sorts of stuff going on, if you know what I mean. I'd have to come running in from surfing all the time. And it was a big production because I used to surf with lots of cameras and lots of people, and everybody would all come running in together. And people on the beach are like, what is happening? Like, what is the emergency? I remember once Banana told someone on the beach, like he had an emergency call, he has to go. And the person's like, well, what is he, like a surgeon or military or police? And she's like, no, he's a voice actor. And yeah, I got to get home. I got to get the stuff read. They got to get it on the air. It's all very important.
Bull didn't escape.
Yeah, the bolt didn't escape. Or the bull.
Belly
the
of
bull
Fifth
didn't
just
escape. That's what
followed.
he said. Thank you for the follow. Getting a lot of follows today. That's
Max
good.
asks, how can you read chat if you're blind?
Well, there's your answer right there, Max.
Papa John
You
904
just got your
just
answer.
followed. I love my girlfriend just followed.
Oh, I love my girlfriend just followed.
Dipty Max
That's kind
just
of funny.
followed.
That's someone. I wish it would tell me which platform is
just
following.
followed.
Lots of follows. I was told that a little
Lego Spidey
noise.
just followed.
I was told that a little noise would happen when someone followed.
Dak
It's supposed to go like
Statham just
"Ding," or
followed.
something like that. I am very excited
Sight
for all
just
these
followed.
follows. Sight just followed. All sorts of follows.
Luke just followed.
All right. Well, I love you guys. Where's the little noise?
Easy I just followed.
I mean, I guess that's the noise. Someone saying Just
the
followed.
Bentley just followed.
All right, well, that's fantastic. A lot of people are discovering me for the first time here. I'm going to pop on over to this real quick. I was testing the phone a minute ago because I want to make sure it worked. But I'm going to tell you, this is the other text reading machine.
Thanks. Twitch.
I'm going to go into the Twitch
image,
one
wide text
specifically.
system, connected.
And it's not over there. Notifications.
Dynamic Island, 10:29 a.m.
It's 10:29 a.m.
100% battery power. Notification. Dismiss.
Dismiss that. That's a message.
System.
System. How do I?
Button.
How do I?
Close.
Oh, there's close.
Close.
If I go to YouTube,
image.
I can go to the.
At best editorial. It speaks, boy.
Yeah, it speaks. It speaks, boy. So if you really wanted to get fancy, I could press this button. I think that shows the chat up on the screen.
Is on Twitch.
The following is on Twitch. All right. Well, thank you for letting me know. How did Twitch start blowing up so fast?
So many follows.
So many follows.
At Terminate 1.
That's really
Sorry
exciting.
I'm late.
Hey,
I
you
was
can
helping
be late.
change my dad's oil in his truck.
I mean, I wasn't expecting
Send
to be
a
in here
message.
at all.
Text field.
Okay, so that's really funny that all the followers are on Twitch. What Twitch is digging me all of a sudden. I like that. Let me put this back on. This is so many buttons, so many things, so much to do. Thank you for everybody who helped me through the technical issues in the beginning because there was no sound, which is just so gosh darn unprofessional. I mean, a voice actor. I should have some sound. So that signifies we're doing lightning round phone calls today. You got 30 seconds or less, but you can call back. You can call back at any time, but you got 30 seconds or less to tell me what you want because I got an hour of free time, rec time. Who's the first caller of the day?
Huh?
Hey, who's this?
Oh, this is Lysandra.
Lysandra?
Yeah.
You and I have never spoken before, have we?
No, we have not.
I would remember that name. That's a great name. What's going on this fine Sunday morning and or afternoon, depending on where you are?
It's Sunday afternoon right now.
Cool.
Nothing much happening right now.
Did you you just saw that I was live and wanted to call and say hi?
Yeah, basically.
Tell me a good story or ask me a good question. Give me something. I'm all alone here today and I want someone to keep me company.
Okay, I'll tell you that I actually just got out of rehab a month ago. And I'm sober now.
Congratulations. See, everybody's got a story.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. And you are what is your next step? What is your next step to sober life? What are you going to do?
I need to get a job to get my permit, my license, get a car, and move out.
All right, that's a good plan. Solid plan. Moving forward. I like that. I have another caller. God, what is his first name? A guy that calls from Oshkosh all the time. He has also just gotten sober. He got his CDL. He's looking to be a driver, and he wants to drive cross country, drive big rigs and deliveries and stuff like that. That is his plan, and I'm glad to hear these success stories. How many days?
Yeah.
How many days, weeks, or months? How sober are you?
Since July 15th.
July 15th of last year. Yeah. Well, good for you. Congratulations. That is commendworthy. Thank you for the phone call. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad there's supposed to be a 30-second rule. They're going to take the calls at 30 seconds at a pop. But every once in a while, you can tell. So, long story. There's an AI assistant that kind of helps with the phone calls, and when people call constantly, it puts them to the back. Like people that robo dial me. It's basically supposed to prevent spam. I can overrule it in certain circumstances, and I was getting the that her 30 seconds are up. But I had a feeling she had something going on. She can call back more if she has more to say, but the lightning round is supposed to be 30 seconds or less. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Who is our next lightning round caller of this Sunday morning? Who's this? Hello. I hear you.
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Hello?
Hey.
This is Keza.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. Just enjoying my Sunday, trying to figure out how the computer works.
That's what I was doing at the beginning of the show. Trying to make the computer work.
Yeah, I'm on a bit of a delay because I'm on the YouTube and I'm trying to see, so there's a bit of a delay. It's jarring.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I could make it real time, but that causes other issues as well. So the callers, just a note to other callers, you will be on before you know it. So pay attention to the audio from your phone as well. But sorry, what's going on today?
Nothing much. Just kind of trying to get my life together. Got a lot of cooking. But the reason I called in is because I have had a question that's been burning me up ever since my mom pointed it out to me.
Okay.
Because I showed her your videos and she was very scared for you because she's like, how does he know what to eat and what not to eat? if no one is helping him do these unboxings.
Yeah, so you're talking about the unboxings. The one yesterday from Copper Draws was so much fun. So I had an issue. I'm gonna completely overrule the 30-second button right now because I don't want to lose you because it's a question. A lot of people have it, and especially if you're a new viewer. I had something a while ago where someone sent me something that tasted like an ice cream sandwich. Have you been around long enough to know this whole story?
I remember the ice cream sandwich. I don't remember what it turned out to be.
It was infused with 7-pot primo peppers, which is like the second or third hottest.
Yes!
Yeah. And I didn't know, like the first bite, like 1, 2, or 3 bites, I just thought I was eating like a regular ice cream sandwich, right? And then all of a sudden, it starts getting crazy hot. And I film these first thing in the morning, like during or / before my voiceover day starts. And so my throat is burning, and then I start to kind of drool, and I'm like, oh, and I wipe my mouth, and then I start to cry, and I wipe my eyes. So now I've got 7-pot primo pepper in my eyes, in my throat. I throw up. I end up throwing up. I run downstairs, look for some milk, and I drink some of that. But for about an hour, I got really far behind in my voiceover work because I couldn't perform. I couldn't do anything. And until then, people had just been sending like really nice stuff, really kind stuff, really just fun and easy stuff. But after that, we kind of decided, okay, we need to have someone check this stuff out. But I didn't want it to be ruined, obviously. So everything is just safe or not safe. That's all I get because I want it to be a surprise. You know, I want to be able to guess. I don't want them to be like, oh, here's some beef jerky. Have fun with that. So I will open the box on camera, and if it doesn't, if it's not food, I'll just try and figure out what the things are. If it's food, I put it all in a pile, I put it in a box, and I give it to either Banana, Nisha, Brooks, Josh, whoever happens to be around, and I'll say safe or not safe. And they will take out anything that's not safe and leave everything safe in there. Now, safe can be something gross, like it tastes like fish. Or I told them safe can be really sour, like I can deal with sour. But not safe is something extraordinarily hot or something expired.
Like an ice cream sandwich that feels like the 7th layer of hell.
Yes, 7-pot primo pepper. That was absolutely outrageous. So there is, and I almost didn't even like doing that. Like safe, not safe. It doesn't sound like a big deal. But I kind of thought that was a crappy thing to have to do. The fact that someone out there in my audience mailed me something that could and did harm me, like that kind of bummed me out. I like doing it as a completely blind guy taste test, and it still is, but there's a little level of safety taking place, and I thought that kind of sucked, but I have to do it for my safety.
Yeah, you should. Honestly, I was really surprised that was the one that got you. I was so sure that one day someone would send you something that's supposed to smell nice, and you smell it, and it's like, am I supposed to eat this? And you just eat hand soap.
There was one thing I bit, so I nibbled. See, that's the funny thing. I think it was it was hair gel. It was hair putty. Someone sent me hair putty, and it kind of felt like, I don't know, someone had sent me like goo candy before, and I get so much candy. I'm like, well, it's probably a candy. I don't know. And I took like a little sliver of it, and I'm like, and I put it in my mouth. I'm like, no, that was not food. But it was safe, But Banana was like, I didn't think you'd be an idiot and put it in your mouth. I'm like, well, I didn't put too much in my mouth, like a little bit, just to taste that it was not food.
Okay.
So that's about it. That is the secret behind the blind guy unboxing.
At Thievery Thingus said, how are you?
I'm good, Thievery Thingus. If everybody's watching, Thievery Thingus is the...
At Johnny BC said, Goose of Knowledge, always do your homework.
The everything goose. Yeah, you should always do your homework. I wonder if I had the chats on there the whole time. I didn't mean to have the chats up there the whole time. I feel like when I put the chats up there, it's redundant for some reason, because I guess you guys can see the chat besides me putting it up on the screen. I want to know what was going on. I want to hop on over to... Twitch for a second, because I got like a stopwatch. Why is there a stopwatch available?
At Thievery Thingus said, he sounds like me.
Who sounds like you? I'm trying to find Twitch. There's Twitch. It says, what's going on in Twitch? Clips, selected, live. Yeah, that's me live. What? What's going on? Oh, I got to go to my profile. It wants me to go ad free. Analytics. Where's the stream manager? There it is. I'm curious to know. That other night we were on Twitch and there was, that's me. I can press escape to get out of the chat.
That just called sounded like me.
Oh, that's funny. I've been on for 21 minutes. 184 People,
At Lamadier Carissa said, hi
watchers?
Pete,
Is that
nice
right?
to catch you on
I
a
don't-
surfer Sunday, lol.
Yeah, I know. I was supposed to be out surfing today. I was curious to pop into the Twitch thing because the other day we had 39,000 people in there all at once. That was like
At Thievery Gus
outrageous.
said, finally a weekend stream.
I know. Well, because I'm supposed to be spending the weekend with Banana. Well, not supposed to be. Like I want to. I want to be spending the weekend with Banana. You know, I surf in the morning with Brooks or Josh or Nisha. Usually Nisha on Saturday, and then I get to go outside and enjoy the weekend with Banana. But this weekend, there's lots of stuff happening in the news.
At Brendley Music asks question.
Yeah. What question? Question?
At Aquaven said, that's a lot of people on Twitch.
How many people are on Twitch? Did it say, is there 181 people on Twitch right now? Or am I can't.
At Sarah
I
Cam
can never-
7808 said, I can't super chat on my new phone yet.
Oh, well, that's okay. That is fine.
At the Goose of Knowledge said, I am just revising the SARN.
SARN. Oh, the essay right now.
At
God,
Thievery
text-to-speech
Gus
is
said,
so hard.
yet.
So what was I saying?
At Devils.advocate
this weekend-
2354 said, we love Natia.
We do love Nisha, and she was all set. She
At
was.
the Goose of
I
Knowledge
texted
said,
her
and
at
doing
like
some writing on a short story I'm working on.
nice. I texted Nisha at like 4 a.m. yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna be stock rating copy all day, and it's one of the reasons I wanted to do this. You know, I could have very well done this channel about news. Like news is hot. Like all the biggest streamers right now are like, I'm on this side of the aisle and I'm on this side of the aisle. And the funny thing is, here's the funny thing: from someone that actually works in real news. Like my work day, I deal with real news outlets, real reporters, embedded reporters that are getting like real stories from real people out there. The funny thing is when you listen to these people giving their opinions, and I'll mention, you know, like Hassan Abi, like he doesn't know anything. He's reacting to something he heard from someone else, heard from someone else, and that's what he's taking as fact. And then he's getting people all riled up. He's got his opinions. But the thing that drives me nuts about the social media news people is they don't actually know the news. They don't know what's going on. So I was given the heads up on what was going to happen this weekend way before it happened. It's not my job to break it or talk about it, but then, you know, when it happened, I had to get into the booth and start reading right away. So it's a joke that Banana and I and a lot of my employers have, that when big news happens or when there's big sporting events, you know, it doesn't have to be news, like Super Bowl weekend, house arrest for me. I can't go anywhere. There's, you know, news that happens about players and about the venue and about the events, and there's sponsorships that come in last minute. So house arrest during World Series because I work for Major League Baseball, house arrest for the Super Bowl, house arrest for opening day on baseball. Like I have to be around in the booth to read copy 24/7 during those periods of time. So that's the house arrest thing. So right now, Banana's out on a hike. Nisha's probably surfing. Josh is out in the desert. Brooks is on an adventure, and I'm here. It's great though. I mean, I'm super excited to have this. This is the job I wanted. This is the job that I wanted to have. I wanted to be a voice actor. I guess when I was signing up for it, it was a little different. I didn't fully expect it to be a house arrest type of job. But yeah, voiceovers, they need them when they need them, and they don't want to wait.
At Aquaven said, news gets so buried in all the extra fluff.
That's the thing. The news does get
At
buried in
Thievery
the extra
Gus
fluff.
said, not knowledge.
Yeah. There's not
At
knowledge
Creme
being
Creme
disseminated.
4070 said, I was the person on the phone call.
Which one? I've had a couple of phone calls so far.
At Lamadier Carissa said, I have a new disease to add to my collection: Stargardt's disease, retinitis pigmentosa, and now idiopathic intracranial hypertension. Yay, lol.
Idiopathic intracranial
At Thievery
hypertension.
Gus said, nice to meet you, by the way.
Sounds like headaches. Sounds like a lot of headaches.
At Devils.advocate 2354 said, at least you are out of the box today.
I am. Well, the box is right there, and I actually have
At
this
Sarah
whole
Cam
thing ready to go.
7808 said, we have more than one goose around here.
Yeah, there's
LOL.
a lot of geeses. I have this thing ready to go. Like they told me, they're like, you can do your show, but if we need you, we need you. I have a 5-minute piece that I can run that will explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it in real time. So if I have to go, I'll play that for you, but hopefully I don't have to go. Hopefully I can actually stick around here and talk to you guys during my house arrest. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Taking calls, talking to you guys. Hey, who's this?
Hey Pete, how you doing? It's hello from Vermont again, Sebastian. I called a little while ago.
Ooh,
Check in.
that was a fun noise. What was it? I don't know if you heard that on your end, but I just heard a fun little crazy noise. I think it signified that someone just followed me on Twitch, but it kind of startled the hell out of me. It is absolutely it's like 75 degrees today here in San Diego, which is why I really wished I could have been outside. What is it in Vermont right now?
A lot colder than that. I'm seeing 16 degrees, and I'm in the garage right now.
Why are you in the garage? Did your family like kick you out? You're like, you're gonna go talk to that dumb streamer. Go in the garage. We don't want to hear it.
No, I just like to give people privacy, and I don't like talking on the phone near a bunch of people.
I'm
So
the same way.
I always just go into a secluded area in order to talk to people, because otherwise it feels like I'm kind of being rude to the person I'm actually present with.
I just feel self-conscious about when I take phone calls. I literally lock myself in my soundproof booth. And Banana, when she takes a phone call, she'll walk around that, like, I'll be in a room like folding laundry or something, and then she'll come in and start folding her laundry on the phone. And I don't necessarily care. Like, it doesn't bother me. I'll just put an earbud in and listen to music or an audiobook and tune her out. But like for her, I don't know, when I'm talking to someone on the phone, I want to be talking to that person and not having the person next to me being like, what are you talking about? So I literally like lock myself away.
Yeah. The only other time is when I'm playing games with friends, and it's like I've got one right next to me and one online. So
Yeah.
that's the only exclusion there.
Well, thank you for braving these
But no,
16
I
degrees to be in the garage to talk to me. What's going on today?
Not much. Trying to work up the motivation in order to finish some animations I've got due in a few days. So
What do they do? What do they do for?
I'm in a game animation web design class.
Yeah.
So that's kicking back up in a few days.
Is this a college class or high school class?
Yes.
Wait, I
Kind
said
of complicated. The program I've got is a tech center.
Yeah.
So I'm basically dual enrolled in my sending school, which is one school that's up here. It's just a high school. They send me to another high school that has a tech center integrated into it, and then that tech center has dual enrollment for CCV.
Well, get on it. I didn't override the my thing was giving me the warning, the 30. I set it up. I set up the 30-second thing, and I can override it and do 30 and do 30 and do 30, and I missed it that time. But you can call back, or you can get in there and start working on your animations.
At Thievery Thingus said LT.
Thievery Thingus. I feel like LT has just joined the party.
Said, I wish I had a space I could tune people out and film. Don't have the space or the luxury.
Well, I mean, I built a soundproof studio because
Adam
it's,
Quaven
you know,
said,
it's,
I really don't like hearing a phone call of someone else.
I guess
For
I
me,
don't
it feels
mind
like
it.
That should be private.
Yeah, I feel like it's weird because you're only
At
hearing
Thievery
half
Thingus
of it.
said, how you doing?
I'm doing good, but you're probably not talking to me. Yeah, I mean,
At Sarah Cam 7808 said, what are y'all doing this fine Sunday?
the booth that I go into to take my phone calls in, obviously it wasn't designed for that. It's designed for voice acting. The booth that I have, it's a walk-in closet in this house. I've done tours of it before, and as soon as the house was built, I had to send a crew in there to blow out the walls. And there's really only one thing that stops sound waves, and that's density. Like you density and air gapping, which is the thing. If you have a dense piece of material, then you have some air, then you have another dense piece of material. The sound waves don't travel through that. So this closet that used to be like 8 feet by 6 feet is now like 6 feet by 4 feet because there's 2 foot thick walls in there, and they hung this max weight vinyl in there, like just dense, heavy material, and then air gapping spaces in there. And so when you walk into that room, it's kind of like my happy space, like my happy, quiet, like I get to go in there and like, I don't have to focus on anything else. It's where I do my voice acting. You know, I get to go in there and I like get to get in the zone. But yes, it's also where I take my phone
yesterday
calls.
moving a lot of heavy stuff downstairs.
Moving heavy stuff downstairs.
Have more to do today,
is
nauseated
absolutely
face emoji.
fantastic exercise. It's some of the best exercise out there,
sent
along
me
with
my
surfing.
Aunt Jordan and my papa.
Okay, 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Talking to you guys on this house arrest Sunday. Not allowed to leave. I wish I could go outside. I mean, I could go outside. I could maybe go out in my yard, but I'm not allowed to be more than 5 minutes away from the microphone at any time. Hey, who's this?
This is Danny.
Danny, what's going on? I didn't know if I'd get all you regulars here on a Sunday morning.
Well, when you started the stream, I was actually outside helping my dad change the oil on his truck, and right now we're about to be changing the oil on my mom's van.
Well, you didn't miss anything in the beginning because apparently I went live and there was no audio, which is just beyond frustrating to me because I tested it.
And I've been reading your book. I've read the first 11 chapters. I'm on chapter 12. Haven't started it yet, and it's awesome so far.
That is good to hear. It continues to get crazier and crazier. Like literally, it'll just keep ramping up and ramping up as you're going. But I appreciate you taking the time to read it. Hopefully, I mean, if it blows, if you get to a point you're like, I don't like it. I mean, I appreciate real feedback. But if you honestly have been enjoying it so far, that's great to hear.
Yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy it. I can't wait to see how it ends, because so far it's been, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next?
Yeah. There's a lot of ladder climbing. I mean, the build, hopefully when you get to the end, you'll be like, holy crap. So I hope you enjoy it.
Well, that's good, because so far I've seen that you're a good writer, and I might check out your other books that you've written. I've enjoyed
the process of writing all those books. I think I got a promo running on this stream, maybe down there or something, for my latest book, Faith Kills, because it just came out. I'm curious to see. It takes 72 hours until you can start to see the sales. I'm curious to see how that one did. I mean, it's a book that I wrote and put in a drawer, and like, I guess I never forgot about it. Like, I knew I wrote it. I knew I wrote a book, but I never put it like actively. I'm having my breakfast here, by the way. Sorry. Never like made a real like what am I going to do with that book? Or I just kind of did it, put it in a drawer. I went on to, let's see, right after that I did stand-up comedy. Then I got into the band. I did stand-up for like 3 years, did the band for like 3 or 4 years. And then I really, really started to buckle down. Here's some advice I'll give you guys. Someone gave it to me. It was like the best advice I ever had when I was trying to get into the creative field. So it was like 2000, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, something like that. And my website at the time was petespitz.com. Now it's petecuston.com. And on petespitz.com, first tab, voiceovers. Second tab, comedy. Third tab, music. Fourth tag, writing. Fifth tag, something else. Like I was doing so many things at once. And so same thing with my LinkedIn profile. It said voice actor, stand-up comedian, musician, artist, something like that. And I was working with a voice acting coach and a demo maker by the name of Chuck Duran. And he said, what that says to me, with your website and your branding, it says that you don't actually do anything. And I was like, what do you mean I do all those things? He's like, yeah, but if you did all those things good, you wouldn't have to do all those things. Like, Jerry Seinfeld is a comedian. Like David Lee Roth is a singer. Taylor Swift is a singer. Like, that's their main thing. Now, these other people, Jerry Seinfeld is also a producer and a writer and stuff. But at a certain point, he was a stand-up comedian. He focused. And I was loath to take all that stuff off of my website. This is why people are like, you're a writer? I didn't even know that. Because I hyper-focused on voice acting, because that's where I was going to make my living. That's the thing that I decided where I was going to actually make my money from. And so I took all that stuff off my website. Now, petecuston.com has built back up. There's more stuff on there now. But for about a decade, it was just voice acting, because I see that now. When people hit me up on LinkedIn, they're like, I'm a voice actor and a carpenter and I'm a pool cleaner and I'm a real estate consultant. And I'm like, okay, you're not actually anything. I didn't have that clarity back until someone pointed it out to me. So that was a little bit of information someone gave me. If that helps anybody out there.
I want to move back to San Diego,
well,
but there's nothing affordable for me.
No, that's true. No, everything out here is.
Said don't spam.
No, don't spam. I don't like that. We have Joni's in there.
Everything Gus said, I will read at 2x speed like Pete.
We have mods in there, so someone's going to try and spam.
Asks, did you ever hear about the extreme soundproofed rooms where you can hear your own blood go through your ears?
No, is that a thing? Like in a soundproof
said
room?
Yes, read at 2x speed.
I don't like reading audiobooks at 2x speed. I feel like, hold on, I'll get into that in a second. Let me take another phone call. I can hear one going tick, tick, tick in my right ear. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. It's a Sunday. I'm stuck here, but I get to talk to you guys. Who's this?
Hey, my name's Ron.
Did you say Ron?
Rylan, how are you?
Oh, Rylan. Sorry about that. I couldn't hear you. What's going on?
Hey, Pete, I have a question for you.
Fire away.
All right, so how do you, come into swimming and, surfing? You just transition to that?
Yeah, I mean, I always did stuff in the water. I was a competitive sailor for a bunch of years. I used to ride jet skis. I did water polo. And for me, it wasn't a thought of, I guess because I was a strong, I competed at the state level in Massachusetts as a swimmer. It wasn't a big thought of am I going to be okay in the water swimming? For me, I thought that my skateboarding skills would translate to surfing. I foolishly moved out here to San Diego and was like, I know how to skateboard. I'll be able to surf, right? And I think the people that I met that was like buying the surfboard from, they were being encouraging, but it didn't translate at all. Like being on a skateboard is a stable thing, wiggles back and forth, but you're on the ground. I mean, I guess it would be similar if I was trying to skateboard during an earthquake on a dock. Like being on the water is a whole different level of balancing. But I'd lost the ability to do so many other sports, like playing frisbee or shooting basketball with my friends. I couldn't do any of that anymore, so I was determined to find a sport that I thought I could do. So I just kept paddling out there weekend after weekend, month after month until, I finally started to get a little comfortable and I realized I enjoyed it and it was something I could do. So I stuck with it.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't know how like that comes to be because my dad's completely blind and he doesn't know how to swim. He's scared to go swimming, so all he'll do is like get in the hot tub. So I was like, how does you go from maybe like starting to swim and then go to surfing? How did that translate?
Yeah, I mean it kind of doesn't. I think they're different. If your dad's blind, I would highly encourage swimming. I mean in a pool, like even if you get lost in a pool, if you get to be a good swimmer, just start swimming in one direction. You'll find the edge eventually. You just got to get comfortable with doing it. I find that a lot of blind people have shut down their active lifestyle, and there's a good reason for that because it's very scary and it's intimidating trying to run around or do anything active when you can't see. I mean, for years, I basically just locked myself in my basement and just power lifted because that was safe for me. Like there was nowhere else, no one else to bump into, nowhere to get lost, no waves to try and drown me. But I found that my life was becoming unfulfilling and kind of repetitive, and I was missing that competitive feeling of going out there and competing against other people. And now, as a surfer, I don't compete against other people. I compete against the waves, which is you're not going to find a bigger competitor out there than Poseidon trying to beat you up with the waves. But I would encourage if you got a blind dad. I mean, you can't change certain people's personalities, but if you can gently encourage them to start doing something active, if you want to take them to like lessons at a local pool or do something, I mean, I was getting very depressed, honestly, when I was just weightlifting. It wasn't great. I wasn't in a good headspace. I needed to get out there and start doing something active again.
Yeah, I mean, like I see what you mean. I mean, my dad's been blind since he was like 5 years old, and he's been blind most of his whole life. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's everybody's got a different situation, but I do feel like just going out and doing stuff is good for anybody's mental well-being. If you can go outside, you can get active. It also helps you. I mean, I've made basically all my friends out here from
At Leo and
surfing.
Safi said hello.
Hello
At
there.
Thievery
Why are we
Think This
speaking in
said,
goofy
please
accents?
call, I want to talk so bad.
Well, you'd have to call.
At Sarah Cam
Sarah Cam.
7808 said, how is Ramadan going for you, Abdullah?
Is that going on right now? And what
At
time is it? It
Aquaven
is.
said it's not real house arrest. It's needing to be near mic to be able to record, I think.
That is it exactly. I need to be within 5 minutes of a microphone. Well, I need to be within like a minute of a microphone is the thing because they need this stuff to be read and on the air. So from the time I get a
At
script,
Sarah Cam 7808 said, just keep trying
Whoa.
freaking goose.
that startles the crap out of me every time. I feel like that
At
noise
Lamania
is.
Carissa said, I got really depressed when I got my diagnoses. I was bum.
Yeah, I mean it's depressing when you get. I don't even know what
At
your
Abdullah
diagnosis
Hack
is, but whatever it is.
2204 said, yep, it's almost 12:30.
That noise, I think that noise means someone followed on Twitch. But that was weird in the beginning there. I got like 30 follows on Twitch out of nowhere, but it didn't make the noise. So I don't know. There's random noises. I'm going to have to ask someone, what did these random noises mean? 760-517-6844 is the phone number. I think I hit the right button. I think I'm going to have to check the time too because I can only be here for an hour until the scripts come a-rolling in. Did I press the right button? Is someone there? Hello, hello.
Yo.
Hey, who's this?
This is Cohen. I got a question, man.
You broke up a little bit. What do you got going?
All right, so I know that you were born able to see and you've lost your eyesight. Can you still see shapes and colors or just nothing?
It's not nothing. It's I wish it was easier. Actually, I don't. If it was easier to describe, then I'd have nothing. Like I don't have nothing, but it's nothing useful. If I can, I'd rather see what I see than see nothing. I get input, but it's like globular. You know, like
Oh,
like if I'm outside and it's really sunny, I'll give you an example. This is going to be an interesting example. If a person is standing in front of me close, then they're obscuring some of the light, if you can understand that concept. Like, so there's all sorts of light coming in, but there's this object that is blocking a little bit of the light. Now, the same perception to me could result from me standing 300 yards away from a building. So the building is blocking some light. You know what I mean? So there's something in front of me. I don't know if it's a person close or a building far away, but there's something obscuring that light. That's
all
what.
right.
That's why.
pretty interesting, then.
Is that does that make sense? I try and explain it to people, and I've spent years trying to explain it. I'm not sure if anybody gets it.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And then, like, you know, if something is huge, and so I have light perception, so I can look up and tell that the sky is blue because the sky's massive. Like, it takes up my entire field of view. But if you were to like take a little LED light that was orange and shine it at me, like, no, I wouldn't get that. It's not taking up enough. It needs to like fire all the remaining photoreceptors I've got all at once. So it's, again, it's not great, but it's something. I've always, when they told me I was going to go blind, I just had this horrible, like, I don't want to be in the dark. I don't want to be in the dark. Like, I would lay, I was like a kid. I was like 13 when they told me that was like a possibility. They didn't know. And I was just like, I don't want to be in the dark. I don't want to be in the dark. I don't want to be in the dark. Like, I like the idea of like closing my eyes and opening my eyes and having it be still dark. Like, that literally, like, nightmare fuel for me. And now, you know, I close my eyes and I wake up and I open them and I'm not seeing anything in particular, but at least it's not dark. And I'm thankful for that. Yeah. Little things, I guess.
Yeah, that's
So that's I've tried to explain that, and hopefully people get it. I mean, I guess I personally didn't understand how many different types of blindness there were. I guess when I was a little kid, I always thought like you were blind or you weren't, or you wore glasses or you didn't. But it can happen in so many
folks.
different ways. I'm kind of excited that the robot
At
ladies.
Leo and Safi said hi.
Hi, Leland Safi. I wonder what these real
At
names
Leo
are.
and Safi said hi.
Hi again, Leland Safi. Are you spamming
Stony
doing hi?
Baloney 556 said, oh, I was just on.
Stony Baloney. Oh, was that
At
you?
Leo and Safi said hi.
Hi again. If that one.
At Sarah Cam 7808 said, please don't spam.
Yeah, Sarah, you got the power over there.
At Leo
If
and
Sarah
Safi
says
said hi.
yeah, all right, you can
At Aquaven said it's good that it's not dark.
yeah, it is. Sarah, you got the power to stop the Sarah and Joni and Devil's Advocate all have the power to stop stuff like that. Thank goodness, because that one time we were in the chat and there was a big fight that broke out, and then someone reported it, and the whole thing got shut down. That was annoying and unnecessary, and it made me sad. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Hey, who we got right here?
Hey, make some noise. The Everything Goose is here.
What up, everything goose? Everything goose.
How you doing?
Good. What's up?
Actually, I was just writing a speech for one of my favorite teachers. I'm very sad this year because she has to retire because the school is getting rid of the class that she teaches.
Oh no! What?
It's an elective called AVID that prepares you for college and high school readiness.
Yeah.
And it's actually an anagram that stands for Advancement via Individual Determination.
Oh,
Determination.
That's funny. The company that makes the computer, or the company that makes the program that I do my audio editing, is called Avid. It's called Avid Pro Tools. And I literally thought you were learning audio production there before you explained it.
Yeah. Anyways, well, I'm writing her a speech because she's also, this is our last year with her. We're in 8th grade and everybody loves her. The teachers love her. She's friends with everybody. And honestly, I appreciate her so much. I've been in her class all 3 years.
Oh, nice. Well, give her, I'm getting those sound effects again. Someone's doing something, and I appreciate it, but I don't know what it is. Did you heard that noise as well?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
It didn't come over.
Huh, that's funny. To me, it sounds like I'm hearing like a, I don't know, it sounds like a Hanna-Barbera sound effect. And I think when that happens,
I heard it.
One of my dog's faces is supposed to come up on the screen, but I obviously can't see that.
It does.
Oh, which dog? Was it a little white dog or was it a brown dog?
It was white dog first. I'm pretty sure both of them come up.
Oh, okay.
I
So
saw both of them,
if a
Super
white,
Dog and Steve.
well, it's Skylar is the white dog. So if Skylar comes up, that
Sky.
means someone followed on YouTube, and if Steve comes up, that means they followed on Twitch. But give me the name of your teacher.
Oh. Okay, it's Miss Trevino, or also I would give you the full name, but I don't know. It's like Chrissy Trevino.
Okay.
She's awesome. She makes learning fun. Every Friday we have a thing called team building, which is basically just game day, but we learn fun games and we have to work together. It's like a minute win it challenge some days, and some other days it's just fun, like Spoons. Have you heard of the game called Spoons?
I don't think that you and I are playing I lost him. Are playing the same Spoons. I think a Spoon Man from Soundgarden. My favorite teacher, I had a couple teachers back in high school. I remember my creative writing and AP English teacher just taught me a lot, really got me to appreciate good writing and delivering good writing. And then I was really into history in high school. I actually took I took honors history and then AP history, and it was kind of the same thing, but I really liked the teacher and I really liked the class.
56
so
said
I did
I
it
love
twice.
Soundgarden.
Oh, look at that. So we're kind of close in real time.
Stony Ballany 556 just redeemed SENDHIGHLIGHTEDMESSAGE.
What? I don't even know what that means. He redeemed
At
something.
Everything Gus said, LOL, that was awesome.
Something was awesome. I feel like I want to.
At Abdullahhack 2204 said, this kid has good stories.
It's 11:04 a.m. When did I start?
Everything Gus said me.
Does anybody remember when I started? I think I got on a few minutes
At Terminate
after.
1 said, it's okay, Sarah.
I think I got on a few minutes after 10
At
o'clock.
Devils.Advocate 2354 said, I'm going to have to work on my trigger speed, LOL.
I got to, I know, I'm supposed to be keeping people at 30. I've been hitting the reset on the 30 here to try and give people some more time. But when we get back to our regular Tuesday, Wednesday, and sometimes Thursday night things, I got to be faster on the trigger. I haven't even taken all my morning vitamins yet. I got a whole giant basket of, these are all the vitamins that I take every day. It's basically my breakfast. Maybe I'm going to take all my vitamins. People laugh at me. They joke when they come over. They're like, that's your breakfast? My breakfast is literally just 1 million vitamins. I will take a call and I'll take my vitamins while I'm talking to the person.
8 said, love you, Joni, LOL.
Everybody loves Joni. Chachi loves Joni.
At Aquaven said, the noise is someone subscribing/following.
Yeah, it's a weird noise though. It's like really quick.
At Terminate 1 said, that's good, Sarah. They get one warning.
Yeah, one warning is nice. Yeah. 760-517. Oops, I'm going to give that person a little bit of a heads up that they're going to be on the air. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. The first one I'll take is my Omega. These are my Omega pills, I think. I can tell because I know what the bottle feels like and smells a little fishy. Anyway, 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Who's this?
Hi, Pete. It's me again. The one who has retinitis pigmentosa and Stargardt's, and now intracranial hypertension.
You sound so cheery for someone that just got another diagnosis. Like, that's a lot to deal with.
Nothing I can do about it.
True.
No, I love watching you on a Sunday. This is like a miracle to see you on a Sunday.
Well, I don't think normally, I do work a lot, and you're never going to catch me complaining about working too much, because having the ability to be hired by so many companies that want me to say words for them is a blessing, like absolutely a blessing. It's a very competitive business, and I still remember when I couldn't get people to like pay me to shout from a rooftop, so I'm thankful. But it does mean that I'm in the studio every day from 6A to 6P, and sometimes more, Monday through Friday. So when the weekends roll around, I really try and I want to spend time with Banana. But, they told me house arrest, stay around because we got to read a bunch of promos about what's going on in the Middle East. And Banana said, I'm going to go out on a hike. And I said, okay, I'm going to talk to strangers on the internet. And she said, okay. That's where our lives are right now.
I'll tell you, because I just watched the video what you posted where Banana said she didn't talk to you at first because you were a male model.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, but Pete was cute.
Those pictures were, I see where she's coming from. And also like, male modeling, it was just, I knew I wasn't going to get a traditional job. I knew I wasn't going to be an engineer or a consultant or a lawyer. Like I wanted to do something in the entertainment world, and I wasn't exactly sure what. So I wanted to try everything. That's why I was talking 10, 15 minutes ago, stand-up comedy, singer in a band. Yeah, and I wanted to try modeling. Like I wanted to try everything I possibly could. I'm still mildly regretful that I didn't pack up and move out to LA and try my hand at acting. It didn't fit into what I was able to do at the time. But male modeling was something I could do. And I did, I didn't do a lot of print, but I did a fair amount of runway. And I'll tell you, I mean, the people that I met, I mean, they were interesting. So I could see Banana seeing those pictures and her being like, I don't want to be with a guy that's just all excited about his abs. Like that's not who I want to be with. And I actually started. I thought that those pictures would get me more girls on the websites. I think it got me less because I took I actually took my modeling pictures down and just went like, here's me sitting in a chair. And then like girls started writing back. I was like, okay, all right, well, lesson learned. Nobody wants a male model.
Okay, I wouldn't have been the same way, but again, did you put like that you were going blind or anything there in that time frame?
I did not, because at that time I felt like I had enough that I was still reasonably independent. Like I was riding my bike around. People could know me at the time I met Banana 13 years ago. You could know me for a while, and like if I was at, if I met, we'd go to the same restaurant or the same bar or the same place. If I was familiar with the place, and I knew where the bathroom was and I knew what the restaurant was. Back then, people would be like, "Oh my God, I've known you for like 3 months. I didn't know you were losing your eyesight." Now you meet me in 2 seconds.
You were showing a video like that where you were saying you could pass it off before,
Totally.
like
Yeah.
you knew the menu.
Yeah, I mean, for years I was able to fake it with people. I really could, but now I definitely can't. And I didn't want to put it in my dating profile because I didn't want them to be like, like I don't want to sign up for dealing with a disabled guy. I didn't want to be written off. But I would tell them on the first date, but I wanted them to meet me first. Like meet me, get to know me, see that I'm mildly capable, maybe that I'm somewhat entertaining or interesting. Like I wanted to be more than just a log line that said I'm disabled.
That's that I understand, and I think for me I couldn't pass it off as well as you, so I might as well just tell you.
Yeah, I mean, now if I had
the only
to,
other thing is,
I'd have to definitely do it now.
You kept saying you don't know my diagnosis because I was like, when I got my diagnosis, I was completely bummed and depressed about it.
Yeah.
But you do know it was me. And you always say my name is so long, so basically I'm just going to translate it like really quickly for you.
Okay.
La mitaya, it means like the old person, and my daughter's name is Codicisa, so it just means the old person in Codicisa.
So how does when my text to speech is reading it, what is it saying out loud?
It just says La Mataya
Okay.
and Codicisa.
Okay, but it's doing it without the accent. It's just the robot going blah 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 blah. So
I actually tagged you in a video. I tagged you in a video of AI gone wrong on my channel because I was using Gemini and I just started repeating random words and things and seeing how he or she reacts to or pronounces them.
Yeah.
And all of them were pronounced wrong.
Yeah.
Almost all of them.
Yeah. Well, all right. I'll try and keep that in mind. Maybe I'll do it with the accent when the thing reads it out loud. Sorry for the triple diagnosis. That's a lot. I'm trying to keep an eye/ear on the clock. It's 11:11. I'm going through all my vitamins here. These are the last 2 I'm going to take. These are my secret superpower pills, by the way. These ones, I don't know which one. I don't know which way to face them, but I used to get sick all the time. And I cannot afford to be sick because that means I lose my voice. These are like mushroom turkey tail. They're supposed to like prevent you from getting sick. I don't know what the heck they are. I think they're from my community or something like that. I've been taking 2 of these a day every day. I didn't ever get that thing that everybody was getting in 2020. Now, listen, I'm not trying to say 100% result, but I'm telling you, I took these things and I never got that, and I stopped getting sick constantly, and having my voice work and not be stuffed up and not coughing is massive for my job. So I'm glad to keep taking those. This is my multivitamin. I can tell because I know what each bottle feels like. This thing stinks. It's the first multivitamin I've ever had and it smells like Parmesan cheese. I don't know why it smells like Parmesan cheese, but it smells like Parmesan cheese.
Pete isn't really on house arrest.
I mean, I am.
He has to be close to his studio for breaking news.
Yeah, I mean that. I'm so excited that the robot lady's been working the whole
7808 asks you talking
time.
to me, Danny.
And these are omega pills because, as you all know, I hate fish. I got to get some of that somewhere. This is beetroot powder pills because my circulation has become crappy lately, and that's supposed to help with that. Turmeric, however you say it, is also good for blood flow and inflammation. And let's see, is there anything else? No, that's my chicken. I think that's all of them. Oh, and I've got glucosamine and chondroitin downstairs. But I've been doing this since I was like 28. I've been like just vitamins for breakfast instead of actual food. I guess I'll keep going for a little while as long as people are interested in talking. But I did, yeah. I told them I'd get back. I told them I'd get back on the mic shortly after 11 o'clock a.m. my time.
At Elephant Puppet said hi.
Hi, Elephant Puppet. I've never heard your name before.
At AbdullahHack2204 said I hate seafood.
Yeah, seafood's gross. I don't like seafood.
At Aquaven asked beetroot helps circulation.
It's
At M3G Maddie asks,
what I was
is
told.
the text to speech on Twitch?
The text to speech is on Twitch. Yeah, was that a message from Twitch? If you are from, it's supposed to be gathering the text to speech from.
Well, that's okay, Sarah.
I'll leave that on for a second. You can tell me if that
like
was from Twitch.
soldier.
I'm assuming it was, because why else would you ask it? But it's supposed to aggregate.
SarahCam7808 said, Pete, I need a good energy drink recommendation.
Well, okay.
Celsius put me to sleep.
So you said that Celsius put you to sleep, which is kind of funny.
At Joni BC
because
said, Mattia, it's
Danny,
nice to talk with Pete.
Josh's
He's a positive, calming force.
Josh's fiance. This is my energy drink rant here. She likes to take an energy drink and then take a nap, and then afterwards she says she wakes up like really ready to go. Celsius energy drink, so it's supposed to be for like regular energy. And it's got like vitamins and stuff in it. It's supposed to be like regular energy. Before my workouts, I've switched to taking C4 energy drink because that's designed, they say it's designed for pre-workout. I mean, you can try it. It depends how much energy that you want. Like Bang is too much. That's gross. Monster's not enough. That doesn't give me enough. I like the Celsius. The Celsius is like, I don't drink coffee. To me, it's like a cup of coffee. And the C4, like right before a workout, I've been enjoying that lately. It's 11:14. Oh, there's 1,000 in deals going on Amazon right now. How exciting! Hold on, I want to. Yeah, this is someone on Twitch who said they've seen my shorts so many times. I want to know how many people are on. Someone needs to start clipping my moments. I don't even know how that works. No. Play. I've been on for 50. I've only been on for 58 minutes. I feel like I've been here longer. 187. 187. That's police code for MURDER. Does that mean there's 187 people on Twitch, or is that just like how many people? I don't understand Twitch. I don't get it. So Cohen was on. Cohen came from Twitch. That's cool. That's kind of neat.
At AbdullahHack2204 said,
Abdullah.
Sarah, we both are vis Nikki E. I don't like the term legally blind. It seems weird, like I have low vision. I can see, relatively lolo, but the term legally blind just seems weird. What's legal? Yeah, exactly. Legally blind. Like by a definition that someone put in a piece of paper somewhere at a government building, they have said that I'm kind of blind. I always thought legally blind was bizarre as well. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Let's see who we got on the phones right now. Who's this?
Hi, this is Ian.
Ian, what's going on?
Nothing much. I just had some Taco Bell. It was really good.
Dude, I love Taco Bell. I don't eat fast food because I don't drive, and Banana doesn't like fast food, and she never takes me to fast food places. So I could, in my entire life, I've probably eaten fast food maybe like 75 times in my life. But Taco Bell, anything crunchy, like the crunchy gordita wrap thing or anything crunchy that they have, I love Taco Bell.
Yeah. I like their cantina menu. It's pretty good.
What's the cantina menu?
It's like there's normal stuff like tacos and quesadillas, but there's like a chipotle sauce in all of them.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Well, what else is going on besides Yo Quiero Taco Bell?
I'm doing some rock climbing with some friends. It's pretty fun.
So Josh and Danny, my first surf coach, Josh, has really gotten into rock climbing lately. He's doing rock climbing and slacklining. When you go, are you free soloing it, or are you being like a normal person and you're like attached to some sort of a harness?
I'm doing it in a gym. So some of it is like free solo, but it's really short. And then some of it is like the rope one.
I did there's a video, it's a long form video too. It's like, can a blind guy rock climb? I think simple name, something like that. And I went to an indoor gym, and people say like, don't look down, that'll make you scared. Like, wouldn't do me any good to look down. I wouldn't be able to see, but I could tell every like yard that I got up higher, I knew I was higher and higher, and I was like getting more and more stressed out. I knew I was harnessed in, and I knew if I fell, I just, the harness would kick in and I just get lowered down. But like being up there and not being able to see where the next handhold was, so I'm just like waving my arm around trying to find the handhold, started to get really stressful. After my first couple times, I came down and I was literally like dripping sweat. I'm like, this is stressful, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I've been going a few times.
That's cool.
Started recently.
Do you go? I know the one we went to, they had like easy and advanced like walls. Like the easy one was like there's handholds all over the place, and the advanced one you really have to like pick the appropriate way up. Which one do you do?
Not like, or I do the easier ones, like not the crazy ones, but it's not like a really easy one.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you don't need to like. Honestly, these days I'm kind of that way with surfing. Sometimes, like, I would rather go out on a day like 2-3 foot waves where I can just kind of go out there and enjoy myself. Like, I don't need to go out there and beat myself up and kill myself every time I'm surfing. Like, sometimes I just want to go out and have fun. Like, yeah, it's nice to go out there every once in a while and do like a 5, 6, 7 foot wave just to like say you did it and get the adrenaline rush. But also sometimes it's nice to just go out there. So I can see that for rock climbing too. Like maybe sometimes you just want to go to the rock gym and have some fun and not like kill yourself.
At Dexfast said could be upset that he out of all people was on house arrest.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's kind of not fair.
At Sainter Calderon. Holy K2560 said, hey Pete, hope everything is going good.
Everything is going pretty good.
Question, why do you have the CC1 turned off?
What is CC1?
Please turn it on. Thank you.
What is CC1?
At
Why do I have the
Devils.Advocate
CC1 turned off?
2354 said gravity is invisible, but you know it's there.
Yeah, that's true. I want to know what the CC1 is.
Chadby said, does this message read out?
It's my, I can turn them off and on.
Said, I have a food truck in my town.
So if they were running nonstop.
They speak enough English for no one to be mad, and it's expensive, but it's great.
If they're running nonstop.
The price is just a bit high for me to go regularly. It's called Taco Express, I think.
If they were running nonstop, as I was saying, it would just
said
be
valid. If it was real house arrest, I'd get upset too.
Yeah, if it was, well, I'm trying to get to that. What my CC1 that I turned off was. I wonder if the CC1 was just the text to speech. I mean, I guess I could leave that thing running all the time, so then all the messages got read out loud. But I feel like that would be distracting for everybody. Oh, I think the text speech. Did I just kill it? I think the text speech lady herself just gave up. Yeah, I like this. I like the Saturday and Sunday. Well, this is Sunday. I've been saying I want to connect with people on the weekends because I feel like people are around. They're just kind of like kicking around, and it is a fun time to connect. But I just don't know if my lifestyle would lend itself to it. Now, if I could become a full-time streamer, if somehow I could be a full-time streamer, then I could tell Banana and be like, this is my job. This is my job. I have to do it. But it's not my job. My job is voice acting, and that's what I have to get back to. They're gonna be messaging me. Yeah, it's like 11:20. I told them I'd be available. Are there any messages from any of my clients that are upset with me for not being here? Not yet. So I'm not. Yes, my face points to the phone, but that it's like that's just normal. And then sometimes I point my ear to it. But like if you see me looking at my phone, I'm not actually looking at it. Just that's where my head goes when I turn the thing on. 760-517-6844. Hey, who's this?
It's Danny.
Danny, what's going on?
I'm a bit offended, Pete.
What did I do?
How dare you have another Danny in your life? I thought we had something special going on, Pete.
Aw, does it make you feel better if this one is actually Danielle?
Okay, yeah, that makes me feel better.
Yeah,
that makes it all better.
Josh's fiance is a girl, and her name is Danielle. So you're technically the only Daniel/Danny.
Yay!
Yay!
And I'm not a Daniel. A lot of people do get that confused. No, my birth certificate is Danny.
Oh, I knew a girl. I grew up with her, and her name was Iffer. And it was instead of her parents calling her Jennifer, and instead of her getting nicknamed Jen, they went with the second half of her name, and it was Iffer. I was like, whoa! I thought that was a cool name.
That's not the most unusual name I've heard.
Not the most, but it's just kind of funny. Like, like everybody, if your name is Jennifer, they call you Jen or Jenny, and her parents are like, nope, we're calling you Iffer. But yeah, I mean, I'm legally Peter. But yeah, so that's cool that you might be the only legal Danny I know, because the other Danny is Dani, but she is Danielle.
That's cool. And I'm actually named after my mom's stepdad.
Oh, that's nice.
He went by his middle name, which was Danny.
Yeah. And who's Daisy named after?
My miscarried sister.
Oh, Geez, I asked a sad one. Sorry about that. But it's a cute name.
It's fun.
All right, I do think I have to get out of here and get back into the booth. I'm going to flip back over 1 second at the end here. Let's see if I can get this thing.
Button at 11:23 a.m. Status at Creme 4070. Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell you about my pet chicken Mary because of the rubber chicken.
Yeah.
She was a gift I was meant to eat but kept as a pet.
Well,
she proceeded to rule our house with an iron fist for 2 years.
I mean, that's a fun story. Who gives you a chicken and tells you to eat it? That's kind of like, it's kind of mean.
At Devil's Advocate 2354. Come fold my laundry, I've got a basket full.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you this is old. I bet you.
At the Toy Collector,
you know,
still 6,000.
I bet you, because I feel like I was talking. I'm going to
close.
This speed that the thing's going at right now is so slow for me. It's so slow. Like, I don't listen to stuff this slow. Look, I'm going to hop into the Twitch one for a second. See if there's, for some reason, this thing says that there's no Twitch messages. Look, it's saying that there's no, I can feel it. I can feel that there's no Twitch messages, but that's a lie because we've been getting Twitch messages. I'm going to close it again. I'm going to open Streamlabs controller. I'm going to go insane listening to this ridiculously slow text-to-speech. And then,
I want to change my to #1 fan of the Blind Surfer.
Oh, I mean, that would be, I would be all for that. And I would definitely pay a lot of attention to your messages if they came in as #1 fan of the Blind Surfer. What did I just do?
CLM. He just has to be available for breaking news.
Yes, I am available, and it's as soon as I hang up, as soon as I get off of this, I'm gonna have so much stuff to read. I guarantee you. They said to try and hold stuff for me.
Aquavin. Good luck recording.
Thank you.
At Devil's Advocate 2354. Have a great day, Pete.
Thank you.
At Terminate 1. Bye, Pete.
Bye, Danny.
At Netflix 2290. Just tuned in. Did you get arrested? With tears of joy.
No, but I'm not allowed to leave. I have to stay right here. Which is, you know what? I'm glad that I have like all these people that decide to spend this house arrest with me. Like if I was just alone and Banana was off. Even Steve and Skyler didn't come in. Like, I left the door open. They could have come in and hung out with me. No one wanted to hang out with me.
At Abdullah 2204. Hope your surgery goes well, Sarah, whenever you have it.
I didn't even know. I must have missed that one.
At Joni
good luck with that.
Y'all have a good day.
Y'all have a good day.
No, he didn't get ass arrested.
I didn't get ass arrested. No, I did not get ass arrested.
Send a message. Text field.
All right, I'm going to press a button to get the music back on. This is the Adios music. I don't know how these people like stream for. Next weekend, I might. I was thinking about it. There's like a Twitch challenge where they want you to stream for like 4 hours. It's like a thing they want you to do. I'm thinking right now, like, how could I do that? I'd have to like bring some food in here, and then I'd have to like guarantee, like, will you guys keep me company? Like, I can't talk for 4 hours by myself. If I do the 4-hour thing next Saturday, because I do have some time Saturday next week. Yeah, you guys are going to need to carry me. I don't know why it's a challenge, and someone puts a challenge in front of me. I'm like, I want to do it. I want to do the challenge. So, yeah, but between now and then, we're definitely going to do one on Tuesday. I'll be here alone on Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm going to have Banana and Brooks on the couch. And then hopefully I'll hear from all you guys. Thanks to all those new follows I got up early throughout this. I think it's fun that the Twitch community is growing. Love everybody on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, everybody that's watching everywhere. Thanks, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm going nowhere.